What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Team Solemn Circus live video. On the left side here, we have Tenpai, the going second OTK deck, going up against Rikka, Sonavalon, or Romage on the right side here. This deck has a lot of different ways of interaction, using a cards like Sheet, Con, and other stuff like that with their Bangalancers and stuff in the main monster zones. But having a different form of interruption is very good against a deck like the Tenpai deck, due to them not being affected by some of the monster effects and having a nice little combo. Sometimes they can even on Regulus, which is pretty nice as well. But we're going to be seeing the Rikka start off here with a normal summon of the L'Oreal, then activating a Rikka Glamour here, being able to tribute that card. Let them search for two of the same levels, going for a copy of Princess, which is a negate, alongside the copy of Primula, which will special itself out because a planet was tributed. We're also going to get the L'Oreal effect to gain 500 life points here, I believe, if we want to. So we're going to Chainlink 1 Primula, Chainlink 2 Laurel to gain the 500. And then we're going to summon out the copy of Primula. We still have Princess in the hand that can special summon herself out at any time, which is quite nice. Which we are going to be seeing her activate here. Now we have two level 4s onto the field. We can either go for an XYZ or perhaps go into a link with the Jasmine here, which we are going to be seeing go into. And then we're going to be activating the effect, summoning a Laurel once again. We're going to then activate the Jasmine, tributing the copy of Laurel to go search for that copy of Petal here. Petal is going to activate its effects. Unfortunately, Laurel is once per turn, therefore we cannot activate the effect to gain life points and then trigger the Jasmine. Well, that's going to be fine because we go Petal search for the copy of Mudon. Mudon can then activate its effect, searching for a copy of Rikka Con. Rikka Con alone now lets us get the spell or the trap here, most likely going for the copy of the Sheet because that card is very good against the deck. And we still have Princess in the grave as well. And maybe just passing on this. Just passing on this. Yeah, not the best opening hand. Double Laurels like that is not going to be the greatest. But we are going to be seeing a normal summon of a Pydra here. And activating the effect, we're going to activate the Princess, tributing off the Pydra. Due to Rikka Con's effect, yeah, it's kind of complicated to kind of explain. It makes them kind of have to have two other cards, and they're going to be hit with Sheet as well. We see the field spell activate as well here, which is interesting. I wonder why they didn't choose to activate that first. I believe it says activated monster effects. We're going to be seeing the Sangan summoning activate as well here. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Trying to bait that negate due to us already having both of them. We're going to be summoning up the Chandra here, and then we're going to activate the Chandra. We're going to then activate the copy of Sheet to take the Chandra here. And are we going to chain anything in response? No, so we're going to take their Chandra. This is going to be quite good for us, essentially negating its effects and making it so they lost another body on the field. And we now just have to set one pass, and during the end phase, we're going to see Chandra return to her opponent's side of the field. And then Petal will be able to activate herself out, summoning itself to then be able to search during the next turn. We're going to be seeing a copy of Glamour activate, tributing off that copy of Chandra to let us search once again, probably for a Princess alongside a copy of Primula if we play another one. We're going to go for the Lily Borea and the Snowdrop as well. I completely forgot about that. So maybe not even choosing to go Petal because it locks you into the plants. But no, we're going to be seeing Petal activate right now, searching for the Princess. And then we're going to link 2 away for another Jasmine? No, for the Link 3 here of the Romage. That's going to let us search for the Blend, which is a fusion card, a 1-card starter, I do believe. We're going to activate the Blend, sending the copy of this Coliseum here. I think it has to discard a card, and we get to search for the copy of one of the Win cards. And we are doing quite well here. We've gotten rid of 3 of their cards, and we're going to be just comboing off. And once Rikka has its gas going, it is kind of hard to beat. But we're going to be seeing the Jasmine going to be... We're going to try to fusion summon here, but they're going to chain the Magnemite on the Jasmine there and making sure that they try to not get an Romage. But they do still have the 2 L'Oreals to go for that copy of the fusion. We also have the Magnemite search during end phase, which is quite nice, replenishing that hand with a copy of maybe a Padra or a copy of the Phaedra here. We're going to be seeing a Droplets trying to stop that fusion monster. And we send the Phaedra to stop it. Okay, that makes sense. Wanting to leave that Magnemite on the field because it is a 25 attack. If we do protect our bodies with that, it can be quite nice. It's not going to be the best monster on the field, but if it doesn't get attacked over, we are doing quite well. But we do have the winds to activate to take and search. We're searching for the copy of Rosalind, I believe. And our hand is full here, and our opponent has almost nothing. We're going to be then normal summoning out the Sunseed Twin, and then we're going to be activating the effect of the Aromage to pop the Twin, as well as banish that field spell here. And then we're going to activate the effect of the Wind to gain 500 life points, which then activates the effect of the Link monster to then summon out the Rosalind. Then Rosalind will activate her effect to be able to summon out a copy of herself again, I believe, or the other one, the Tuner, which can then go into the copy of the Synchro here. The Synchro can then activate effect, searching for another copy of a different trap. Having access to both traps is pretty wild. And we still have the Princess summon herself out here. Then we have the Snowdrop, the Tribute Yourself, and summon out a copy of another monster the same level, being the copy of the Lilyboria, which cannot activate effects this turn because we are locked under the copy of the Petal. But we're going to be seeing the effect overlay both of them there for the Snowdrop or Teardrop. And then we're going to activate the effect, tributing a monster. Going to gain 200 attack, and then we're going to just have enough for battle here and take game 1. I did not know. We had a lot of stuff we had to stop there. So, Rikka did not really have any kind of losing. When we have Princess in Graveyard, we're going to stop. We have Sheet. We're stopping at least 3 cards there by also removing 2 of their cards, which is quite nice. Being able to tribute the card that's activating to negate the card is just insane to me. But moving on into game 2. Most likely seeing Tenpai choose... does Tenpai just want to go first at this point? Going up against a combo deck, if you can just set up... the bounce doesn't do very much. Fenrir doesn't... Fenrir can put a lot of pressure if they start off with a normal summon of a copy of Petal. But a lot of the times they'll have other extenders. If they go for the copy of the Link, it can hurt because you can just banish the Link face down and they can't target to regain life points, let them not get anything else. But at that point, it's just do you just want to go for Fenrir and hand traps? While Rikka doesn't really lose to hand traps a lot of the time as well. Maybe trying to go second with Shifter in your deck as well can really hurt. I feel like that's probably a better option. But diving on into game 2, and it looks like we're going to be seeing the Rikka player being forced to go first with a normal summon of a L'Oreal once again, going into that copy of the Sunseed Link here, going for the Dryas. We then get to activate the effect of Laurel to gain 500 when we have the Lilyboria as well. Being able to summon itself out, not being the best board, but we can activate the effect of Lilyboria. Sending the Laurel here to search for a copy of Regulus, or I guess the field spell in this case, but they did side it out, it looks like. Or it's in their hand. Maybe you side it out going second, not being the best option. We're going to link 2 away into the copy of Danceapone. Now, this is normally reserved for the worst case scenarios. We're going to be activating its effects, milling 3. And we see oh wow, 2 twins. That's pretty good, I believe. But they can't be used as link material, unfortunately. But they can now be turned both into level 8s. Because we have that copy of Luboria in the graveyard, which can now overlay for the copy of Teardrop, and now we have at least something here. The Rikka Tribute monster. So we're going to see the Pedra being normal summoned, and that's going to be okay. Searching for the field spell here, and in response we may choose to tribute it. No, we're going to activate the effect here, which is going to summon out now the copy of the Chandra. And so maybe now our game plan is just to hold it into the battle phase, tribute off one of their synchros, and do pretty good. We're going to be thinking on this though. They're going to go battle phase and attack into the Dancepone. Then we're going to be seeing the Chandra declare its effects. We're going to be summoning with the copy of Phaedra here. We're going to take some damage. And now we're going to be seeing Phaedra attack into the Teardrop. And then we're going to be seeing the Chandra attack into the Teardrop as well. Getting those attacks in, they don't take any damage because of the effect. And we're going to be then activating to Synchro. We do chain Ghost Ogre to this. And then we chain the other one. I feel like we probably... Yeah, we just tribute it off here, okay. And we have a Ghost Ogre of our own. I'm going to go for the Bident Dragon here, which can then bring back out the copy of the Phaedra, and then that can then bring back out the copy of the Phaedra. We declare an attack with the Bident Dragon as well. You know, we are dealing significant damage here. We're attacking with the Phaedra and then attacking with the Phaedra as well. And then we can Synchro Summon into... I'm pretty sure this is game. It does look like it's gas, so we're just going to scoop it up there because they are going to have game. They can Synchro Summon once again. You know, I guess they can't Synchro Summon because Chandra is the only one that is a tuner. So they kind of screwed up there, but... Oh, well. I guess Bident Dragon's a tuner as well, I think. If I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. I'm going to have to pull up the card right away. I think Bident Dragon is a tuner. Yeah, Bident Dragon is a tuner as well, so they will be able to Synchro Summon continuously with that. Going up into the Transcendent or the copy of Drakion, Trident Drakion, they're going to be able to blow those cards and attack multiple times, which is quite nice. It is kind of crazy how that card, you know, they remake an archetype. We saw that with the same thing with Thunder Dragons as well. And then, of course, Starry Knights had a little bit of the same thing. We saw that the card went up in price, but the deck didn't do at all anything. So the cards kind of just like fell out of wanting, of I guess, will of it. They still were up there for a bit. To be honest, I kind of keep forgetting about that. It did come in a Ghost from the past too, though, and not a core set like we see Tenpai or the Thunder Dragons as well. But there is a little bit of a trend we see there with those old decks getting new support, or those old cards getting new support as well. Kind of doing what they used to do, but, you know, in differently shaped. Like we see that with Trident Dragon, it used to be able to gain attack and then attack multiple times. And this deck kind of does the same thing, or easily facilitates that. And Thunder Dragons, you know, got the effects when they were activated in the hand to discard. You see the synergy if you get what I'm saying. Like it does. It's like, oh well, you can still use those old cards to do the crazy stuff that, you know, the deck wants to do, but they do more stuff in the deck just themselves. But diving on into game number 3 here, will Rikka choose to go first this time? We see them having a Con in the hand. And yes, they are going to choose to go first with a normal summon of a Princess. Not the greatest. Summoning out, or then placing Con onto the field. This will let them either go for a copy of Glamour or a Sheet. Going for that copy of Glamour, so we need extra cards. We're going to activate, tributing off the copy of Princess. Or not choosing to tribute off Princess here, okay. Going for the Mudon. Mudon tribute off the princess here. Okay. Snowdrop tripping off the princess, summoning itself out alongside that Mudon there. Then we can see Mudon effect activate, getting impermed. That's pretty nice. So going to make us stop, or making us not get a copy of the Spell and Trap. Then we're going to go for a copy of the Snowdrop, making everything level 8. Then we overlay once again. We set one card and then pass here. So we have a Tribute and then a set. We do see a Prosperity going to activate. You know, digging for our deck. Yeah, we do have Princess with the Con, and then also the we're going to tribute essentially 3 cards, or we can tribute 2 cards and negate 1 card here, which is pretty nice. So we're going to banish 6 here. We see a Phaedra, Veiler, Cosmic, a Moonlit, and then a Sangan as well. I mean, they could just choose the Cosmic here if they want to get rid of the copy of Con. But that means they have to have Engine in their hand. And looking like they want to kind of choose that Phaedra as well. Most likely means they just don't have what it takes to break the board. We're going to see the Cosmic paying 1,000 to banish that copy of Con. This is going to make their princess no longer going to be as crazy, but we are going to be summoning a copy of Chandra, which will struggle a little bit because we can just bounce it here with, or I guess tribute it with that copy of our XYZ. And they're just going to pass turn on that, you know, not having the engine that they need. But they kind of have to get rid of that Con or else they're not going to be able to. And we have the Sunseed Loci as a normal summon here. Going to be able to go into the Dryas, which can then be able to activate its effects. Being able to search for that copy of Sunvine Sowing, you know, it has to use a Loci to be able to search the effect. Quite nice. And then we're going to actually now activate the effect of Sunvine Sowing, paying 1,000 life points. Going to then be able to summon out a copy of the Twin. Dryas is going to gain that back, and then also summon out a copy of the other one here. I forget its name. It's escaping me. The healer, right? And then we're going to summon out a copy of the Loci as well. And like now we're in it to win it. We have the Link monsters to go up into, and Plant Link is now going to be successful. We see like the reason why these cards got hit is because how crazy they are. I'm surprised we're not seeing a Romage. The Jasmine getting hit as well. That card is just bonkers. We're going to summon out here the copy of Laurel, which is going to let us also get a search when it gets linked off, which is going to be done right now for the Jasmine. Getting that double search here, because both of them are going to be able to trigger once the Laurel gets hit. Being able to search for Lilyboria, as well as a copy of the Romage thing. I don't even know what this one does. It's the candle one, the little one. I think it makes us gain 500 or whatever. Life points in the hand, whatever. We're going to see Lilyboria summon itself out by attaching the Twin, and then we can just link away or activate the effect of Lilyboria to search for the field spell here. We're not plant locked just yet. We're going to activate its effects, searching for the field spell here, and then the field spell will be able to search for a copy of Regulus. Or going into the Link monster here. Getting us searching for the Blend. Do we already have the Regulus in the hand? We're going to see Blend discarding the Regulus, which we do have. Maybe they are plant locked. Okay. Then we're searching for the Trap. Then we're going to activate the Fusion spell in the graveyard, the Aromage Blend, letting us Fusion summon using one of the Jasmines and probably a copy of the Laurel. To go for the Fusion. And then we have a Protector from Nib with that Princess in the graveyard. So we kind of are in a really good state. We're going to see the humid winds make us pay to search. Searching for that level 4. And then we can activate the effect to gain as well if we want to. We're going to turn it to attack position, and they do have the nib, and we're going to activate the effect of Princess, negating it by tributing off that copy of the toast. Whatever the XYZ here. We're going to then activate the effect of the fusion, sending the copy of the Rosalind, which we can then activate to make stuff gain attack. We're going to see them attack here, and they just have enough for game, unfortunately. And we do see Tenpai losing here in game 1 and 3, getting beat by Rikka, going full combo, having that set up with the copy of the, just attributing their cards alongside a sheet, and then Princess as well. This hurts the deck significantly. You know, Con is a crazy card that just makes that interaction very hard there, and we saw it in the game 3 where they had to choose over Engine or getting rid of that Con, which was going to chew up their board anyways, and unfortunately just did not have enough. Hopefully you enjoyed watching the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to see more content like this. Stay safe. Peace.